But now you got to tell me about some games here, because I see a lot of key provided on this screen right now.
I received a key for Mythwrecked Ambrosia
yeah.
Island, and I was excited for this one. I'd been waiting for this game for quite a long time. It comes to us from the developers behind Roki. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I think Roki, that's how I've been saying it.
Roki, okay. And basically, you get shipwrecked on an island that is inhabited by people, and they are clearly the Greek gods of myth, but they don't seem to remember that they are. Yeah.
What a memory loss to have.
Now, the devs described this game as a friend 'em up, and
oh, I love that.
I think it's the right name to like use. Basically, you try to befriend these people and help them out, figuring out what happened that made them lose their memory, that made them lose their powers as well.
Okay.
You do this mostly through fetch quests. If you don't like fetch quests, then this game is not gonna be for you. You're gonna be spending most of your time running around, gathering ambrosia fruit, because all of the gods have something that they are willing to trade, and they always trade for ambrosia fruit.
Okay.
Because that's like their absolute favorite thing. But yeah, you just walk around, find these mementos that have been buried to help these gods recover their memory, and it's such a good time. This was the only the second game after Tactical Breach Wizards that I struggled to put down.
Okay.
Because there was always like this one more thing that I wanted to do, and then I did that, and there was something else that I just wanted to do before I stopped playing for the day. And I kept having these moments where I'm like, maybe I should just because then they'll remember something, and that will move the story along. And it's a good time. Like the amount of polish on this game is just really great. Like this is a finished game. I didn't encounter any bugs. It plays smoothly. It runs like a dream. There are a couple of issues with it that I have.
Okay.
That stopped it from being a perfect game. One of those is that the characters are not voice acted, which I get. Maybe there wasn't the budget for. Yeah, but in a game that's all about the conversations you have, it stood out. It made it feel like there was like this tiny bit of character missing from the different characters, because there was a little bit of voice acting in that all of the characters do like this grunt and this chuckle and stuff.
Yeah, those kind
stuff
of
like that. But that kind of got annoying.
Okay.
A little bit after a while, because you do so much talking, and it's a shame because the conversations that you do have, they're really well written, and it would have been so cool to see these lines voice acted. The only other issue that I had with the game is that your main character Alex is basically just there.
Not like a personality to it, just like
no.
Okay.
Like you just help out. Okay. Because you want to help out, and it's nice wanting to help out, and like the only motivation you really have is being able to go home, to get back off the island.
Okay.
But it's like it's not that important. Like helping out these gods is more important than getting home.
Yeah. Valid, honestly.
But yeah, I loved this game. I loved the designs for the gods, because they kind of look like if the Greek gods bought their clothes in Hot Topic.
I think it might have been Hera. I saw what she's like, a little bit spiky hair. I think she's got like the nose piercing. I think I've seen like clips of her in the trailer. I'm like, oh, not what I expected it to look like. I completely wrong which god it was, but they definitely have like a modern twist to them from what I've seen on the outside. I'm like, I dig it.
Twist to them. And I think there's gonna be people who are gonna be annoyed by it.
Of course, but who isn't?
Mostly the anti-woke brigade.
Yeah.
Because, for example, one of the gods uses a wheelchair.
Okay.
Which I think is cool to have that representation there. But I guess that's woke of me.
Honestly, a little bit. Put it on the list. Where's the spreadsheet? Mythwrecked to woke.
But yeah, I love this game. It's easily one of the best times I've had this year.
It looks so fantastic. I know I've wanted to hop in. One of the ones I didn't receive a key for, and I had like 2 or 3 others, so I didn't hop into this one yet. But following it since God knows when it was announced, I always thought it looked dope. I think at first I was a little thrown off by like the facial animations. Like anyone watching the YouTube version might have just seen like Alex did this like, but like stylistically, that's also what the studio does. So I think it was just a matter of once I get my hands on it and be in it, it'd just be second nature. I'm cool with it. And even watching this footage now, like it's not something that bothers me. I think the game looks fun, looks great. You made the reference like the game I would play. Like, let me do one more thing before I go to bed. I think back to playing Creatures of Ava earlier this year and having like that very similar, like, I could save 2 more creatures. I could deliver one more thing and clear this path or whatever. And like, that's exactly what I wanted this to be. And hearing you say that is like, great. When I get to it, let me make sure the block is clear and I don't have to go to bed anytime soon, or I start early enough today so I have one more thing to do because I want to just run around and grab the shit and hand stuff in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun time. Like it made me feel like I was back in summer for a couple of hours.
Hell yeah. As far as, have you completed it or are you still?
Yeah.
Okay. What was like the playtime, if you know off the top of your head how long it took?
I think it was about 9 hours.
Okay.
Something like that.
Cool.
Thing I might have to mention is that the ending feels a bit abrupt. I'm not gonna spoil it here, but yeah, it feels very quickly settled and roll credits.
Okay.
It didn't take away from my fun with it.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Sure.
But I feel it worth mentioning because people sometimes, get a bit annoyed by that.
Once we're through our Game of the Year stuff, which sucks, 'cause I'd love to, think about it for Game of the Year conversation, but I ain't got the hours in the day right now, I'm tell you.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. Looks awesome. And then this is your footage you captured for me. Thank you for including that. So we had that on the fun little thing. Oh my God, Hermes is like, what are you, put some clothes on, brother? What are we doing?
Let me tell you, I recorded the footage because I want to start a new series on my YouTube channel where I play the first hour of a game.
Yes.
And I recorded this footage and I was doing a voiceover during it. And then afterwards I checked and the volume of my voice is way too low. So you can barely hear me over the game. So I couldn't post that, but yeah, that series is coming sometime soon.
Yeah, this looks great. I mean, I don't know if Hermes in a big old diaper here is necessarily, the meanest I don't want to see, but yeah, the game looks great. I'm glad you liked it because I would play
physique.
It. Honestly, though, I get it. Ladies.